You wrote a Harvard Business Review article, "Don't make this networking mistake." What was that mistake and why do you think that's so important?
The mistake is not acknowledging the magnitude of kindness that people extend to you by doing the simplest of expressions, and that's a thank you note. It is a lost art. A lot of people feel overwhelmed. There's a lot of sexy conventional wisdom out there that thank you notes should be handwritten and mailed by snail mail and pay for postage, but that's outdated. The important thing in writing a good thank you note is that it is timely and specific. There's an additional benefit of thank you notes in that they are receipts that the conversation actually took place. If you do an informational meeting and there's no correspondence following up on it, it's very easy for that person to forget you exist. A well-designed thank you note not only locks in that relationship building exercise, it also captures the key insight from it, which will form the basis of an excellent follow-up in a month's time. Remind that person that you exist and that they liked you. The person who doesn't know how to help you now may know how to help you in a month because they start passively retaining information that might be relevant to you. Thank you notes done well are a foundation for continued relationship building after the informational meeting is done.
I love the even longer term view on that because I think a lot of folks think networking has to be all new people. And it has to be, I have to cold call and do LinkedIn connections versus looking in their history and saying, who liked me back then that likes me now? There's nothing more psychologically connecting when you send somebody an email and say, I just want to say thank you for the advice you gave me X many years ago. Here's how I applied it. And it's accelerated the process for me. And I just wanted to say thank you. And it'd be great to reconnect with you again. Such an easy door into a relationship that maybe you haven't talked to in a while, but would be helpful for you in this stage of your life.
When you check back in a month, thank them for their time last month, recap the best piece of advice they gave you, give a specific example of how you've benefited from that advice, and then ask for additional advice. It's called the Ben Franklin effect, behavioral psychology. A lot of people think the best way to deepen networking relationships is to try to repay the favor of
Mhm.
time and knowledge the person gave to you by forcing articles on them, which suggests they need to get smarter at their job and that they need more work. It's very inauthentic because you're like, oh, I need to send them an article. In reality, what they really want to know is that they've been a good mentor. That's proven when somebody says, that advice you gave me a while ago stuck with me and impacted me positively. We've been told to send thank you notes, but not what constitutes a good one and how to use it in a longer game where we're trying to build and deepen relationships over time. It's fun to bring these science concepts like the Ben Franklin effect into the realm of job searching where it can do so much good.